Hey Mallards, it's Wednesday, and today I watched the third episode of Loki with my dad. I had thought that this show was going to be a Tom Hiddleston, Owen Wilson buddy cop, but I'm kind of maybe into what it's turning out to be, which is that we completely forgot about Owen Wilson this entire episode and just hung out with the new Loki variant who likes to call herself Sylvie because she's undercover. It's not a very good cover when you're still wearing the horns and the whole green getup. I just want to put that out there. Like, you changed your name, right? You're like, oh, call me Sylvie, but I'm gonna dress like Loki. Like, I feel like our version of Loki is doing a much better job at being undercover than her version of Loki, who doesn't want to be called Loki. Anyway, that's a debate for a different time. But at the end of the last episode, Loki jumped through the portal to follow this variant to wherever she was going, which turned out was the TVA because she wants to destroy it. I don't know, it's a little unclear. She plays everything very close to the vest, which I like. Seems very Loki-like. I feel like it is two different facets of Loki, because I feel like Loki lies to Thor constantly and never tells him what's going on, but jabbers about everything. Like, the Tom Hiddleston Loki talks constantly but says very little, and I feel like Sylvie says the exact same amount, she just doesn't fill in the rest of it with useless talk. So follows her to the TVA and then yeets them out of there to a planet called Lamentis 1, which I think is technically, yeah, it's a planet where a moon is going to crash into it, or the other way around. Lamentis 1 might be the moon and the planet is crashing into it, but it's basically another apocalypse, but one of the worst. And so they're just desperately trying to escape this moon together and bonding a little bit. And it was a really fun episode. There were fun moments. The two of them, like the differences between the Loki variants as well as the similarities, was really fun. Apparently they both like Frigga a lot, but Sylvie knew she was adopted immediately as opposed to Loki, which is an interesting change. I also get the feeling that she's been running from the TVA forever. And there were some fun revelations in here, like Loki just casually mentioning that he's bisexual, which I really liked, and also Sylvie revealing that the people in the TVA weren't born in the TVA. They once, long ago, were humans on Earth. Or maybe aliens on other planets, but at least one of them was a human on Earth, and I had suspected that. It's nice to have it confirmed. I'm very curious to see what that means. She said that they're all variants, which I assume means that Mobius is a variant of Owen Wilson, who was supposed to be a TV actor, and Mobius decided to race jet skis instead, and that's how he ended up at the TVA. This is my headcanon, and no matter what they say, it will not change my mind. And they didn't make it to see, like, they didn't really spend any time in the TVA this time, and we didn't see the TVA outside of where we were with Loki, which is interesting because previously we have seen some stuff from Mobius's point of view, but this entire episode was very Loki-centric. Like, it was only the things that he saw, really, and a little bit of stuff with Sylvie when he wasn't around. But mostly, I'm enjoying the buddy cop aspect of this. I'm enjoying the two of them together, kind of playing badly off each other as people who clearly don't get along, but maybe should. They're warming up to each other. Loki warming up to Sylvie much faster than Sylvie's warming up to Loki. And man, what a way to end an episode with their only way off of the moon being blown up. However, I personally am suspicious that when Loki showed the broken, I don't know what the name of the thing is, but the thing that they use to travel between times. But when he showed the broken one, I feel like maybe that was an illusion. Like, he can make a lot of illusions, and his illusions can be physical, actual objects, so it like drops on the ground, right? But then we walk away from it, so I don't know if it stayed or it vanished, and maybe he still has the real one on him, and he just wanted to prolong this journey to get to know Sylvie, or was trying to trick her and hoping to escape on his own, or any of a myriad of reasons in which Loki decides to do things where he fakes things constantly. It's a big part of who he is. But it was cool to see the difference in the way that they are. Like, Sylvie is clearly a much better fighter. She's more of a berserker than our Loki is, who goes for the magic and the tricks. But they do have a lot of similarities, and it's kind of fun to play with that. And I'm curious to see if they're going to meet other variants, and we're going to get to play with those too. It's still, though, very much the bargaining and begging part of the cycle of grief. So, just putting that out there. If you're watching Loki, let me know what your favorite part is so far. And also, I talked to Kellen about this last week, but I want to know who you think is going to appear in Loki as a cameo, or who you would want to see as a cameo. And I'll see all of you tomorrow.